What's good, y'all? This is C-Certified Brewhead, and welcome to the fourth episode of our brand new season, Against the Grain, where we interview breweries in Quebec who are doing something a little out of the ordinary, off the beaten path, and killing the game. So today we're here in the beautiful town of Sutton at L'Abordage, a brewery I've been very, very excited to talk to. We're going to be sitting down with Cédrik, who is the head brewer and the owner, the co-owner with his girlfriend. This is a wonderful brew pub. It's super inviting. It's like 2 p.m. on a Tuesday and it's rammed. These guys really specialize in haze. I know they do a whole bunch of other stuff, pastry stouts, barley wines, crispy boys, but I'm most excited about trying their haze. Mate, if you've been enjoying this series, please shoot us a 5-star rating and review the episode. Say something nice if you can, and subscribe to us, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you know what it is. All right, here we go. Let's go talk to them.
Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Y'all are brewheads? Yeah, we brewheads. So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
This is the first time in at the brewery here. I always wanted to know what does L'Abordage mean, and why is there a boat in the logo?
Yeah, it's hard to explain in English. I don't think they have like the right
Translation.
Yeah, but it's when like two boats and the pirate time, like when two boats were like crossing each other and then start to fight.
Oh.
So
boarding another boat.
Yeah, boarding another board. Yeah. Oh. So that means that. And when we started homebrewing with my girlfriend Dominique, and it was like we were thinking about a name that fit with us, and we just kept it when we started here. Yeah.
I like it. And what was the like?
It's a small boat, just you can just come here and like drop the anchor and stay at the bar and chill. But we're not close to a
big boat.
A
pirate.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I always wondered because I was like, I didn't really put the board part of it, like actually meaning that. Okay, fascinating. Now, let's get into the story of the brewery. So when did you get into beer, and then how did that lead to?
Well, we started I started brewing with Dominique, my girlfriend, when we were like 18, 19 years old,
okay,
which was 10 years ago already. And yeah, we in the garage of our parents, and nice. We were starting like trying different stuff. We were really into it was the beginning of the IPAs, let's say that here.
Yeah, 2010-ish probably. So.
Yeah, exactly. And after that, I studied as a graphic designer, and I didn't like it to work on my computer all day, and we were loving beer very, very much, and always wanted to try different kind of beer.
Okay.
And so and one of my friend was doing design for McCausland, and then he said they're looking for a brewer. So I said, okay, let's apply for this, and I got the job. So
was that 2010 or was that a little later?
2011.
2011. Okay.
Yeah. And then Dominique applied for a job at Untappd and got the job as a brewer too.
Oh, that's crazy.
So we were brewing there for a couple of times. Then Dominique went back to school to start the business plan.
Okay.
And then I moved to another brewery, more smaller, at La Boire.
Okay.
And,
Montreal.
Yeah, in Montreal on Saint Denis, and really started to do craft beer more than just working in huge brewery.
The big one.
Yeah.
What did you learn from working in McCausland?
To work on a tight schedule, and I learned pretty much everything. It's the best school.
Right.
You just start your day, and you have you'll have to brew 4 beer during your shift, so it's kind of a lot. And it's very interesting. And then at La Boire was another style completely. We were coming in the day, drinking beer while brewing, and
casual.
Yeah, exactly.
interesting because I find that like it's super common in Montreal that brewers in Toronto it's Amsterdam, in Montreal it's McCausland.
Yeah.
Like or Trois Brasseurs. Like one of the two.
Why?
They always kind of go through that. I feel like it kind of helps you nail down the processes and like you said, the schedules and like how things are done effectively, I guess, or efficiently.
Yeah.
And then you can then take that and then mold that into when you go into a smaller brewery. It's almost better to start big and then go small.
Yeah, to be more creative because you're not like
creative there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You've
like
got, here's the sheet. You got to do this. You can't think about it. It can't.
Well, you have to think about it because if they have any problem. But we were like for brewers to do like a 7-day shift, so a 7-day schedule.
Right.
So we were like always working and brewing, but it's not like you always brewing the same recipe in a brew pub. Like,
right.
If the master brewer, the head brewer started like bring a sheet and today we're brewing this. Oh, nice, very interesting. And then we can discuss about it and it's way more creative and it's what I love to do about this job. You know,
right?
Job, let's say. Yeah.
Did you get to create recipes at L'Abordage?
No.
It was just production brewing type of thing.
Yeah, and I was like. Not the head brewer, so I was like we were always discussing, but we were brewing lagers, and it was like I was still very young, and just I wanted to know like everything, but we were like it's here that I really started to like fully doing my stuff. And,
okay.
Yeah.
When did you guys decide that you wanted to start your own place?
Pretty much when we started in our garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was like
we were like it's super fun. Let's make a living of it. And we were young and
that's amazing.
We were very young and we didn't think about like the whole process of it. But we were like, let's do this. It sounds fun. And we love brewing beer and. Our friends said they love it, but
couldn't be because it was free.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were at Le Marobois. Dominic went back to school to sort of put together the business plan properly, and then this place came together.
And in 2015, we bought this place and
why Sutton? When would you live here?
Well,
you included live
well,
here?
well, we were living at Montreal for a job in school, but I'm from Cowansville, which is like 15 minutes in that direction, and Dominic's from Vermont, which is 15 minutes in the other direction, and we were skiing here and doing like road cycling and running here, so it was like the perfect place, and every time we like for an après ski. They didn't have like any place to go grab a beer, so we always went to like Bromont to the Brewmont there, or just a bunch of people at the chalet and drink beer. But there was missing, like it was missing.
Like a brew pub,
a
proper brew pub
in
the area.
Yeah, a proper brew pub. Let's say.
So that's why you were like, hey, no one's doing it. We're from there anyway.
Yeah.
It's probably clearly a lot cheaper than Montreal, so you can have like a better place for a better price.
Yeah, but it was like our plan was really different than like what Montreal has, and we didn't want to like have a family in Montreal, so we were so in love with the nature and everything, so it was kind of like it was the right place to do it.
It made more sense to you. So from the beginning. And this kind of comes into the theme of the podcast here. So were you brewing this style of beer in 2015? Which was probably not even popping back then, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Back in 2015, it was like all about the Yakima. So we were we were like trying to do like something, let's say, similar to the Yakima. Because I was so in love with this beer and it was the beginning of the IPA in Quebec, I think.
I would agree.
Very
like that.
It wasn't like a West Coast, but not an East Coast either. Like it was just an in between, very refreshing IPA, and so I started like brewing like kind of like Yakima style or IPA style, but then I realized like then we went to Vermont to like Lost Nation and then Prohibition Pig and then to like Hill Farmstead. It was my first time there in 2016, and then I realized like after I drank like Edward, I was like, this is what I want to do. And then I started like working on the yeast and very hard because like every system is different and you like it always depends on your brewing technique and everything, but we really we started focusing more on the yeast than the grain bill or the hops, and then we find like the right one for a system. And I think it like end of summer 2016 it really started to brew like more like, let's say, hazy beer, and more on the aromatic than the bitterness of the hops.
So that, I'm just even thinking back to when I had my first New England IPA end of 2016, like fall type of thing. And that was ahead of the game at the time. Like I got it in Toronto and there was no one was doing it anywhere aside from, I guess, New England. Yeah. So,
well, there were like, I also went to Bellwoods in summer 2016, and they had like the jutsu.
Was jutsu hazy then? Because I don't know if it was always.
It was hazy. Yeah, okay. And it was really something too.
Yeah, it's a great beer.
Yeah, it is. It's perfect pale.
So that is interesting, because I think I even missed that boat. I kind of got back into. I used to live up the road from Bellwoods when I lived in Toronto, and I was there like in their first week, and when they first opened, and it was all. There was some Belgian triples, it was like some wild ales and stuff like that. It was not what it was. So I didn't even try it again until I think just after that. And then I was like, yo, what happened? Like, these guys are killing it. So I think that it feels like then that you guys, were you then the first New England IPA in Quebec?
No, I don't think so.
Who was before you then? Because I'm trying to figure out the timeline throughout this podcast.
And 2016...
I don't know if Nord-Est had come out by then.
Yeah, I think so because I haven't tried it, but La Petite Bière,
Emily?
Yeah, I think so, came here with and drank one of her session IPA, the Taiga, and said like it tastes like the Nord-Est, like you guys are awesome, and I haven't tried the Nord-Est yet, so it was...
And it was 2016, eh? Interesting. Okay, I have to find that out.
I think so.
Okay.
Or maybe like... Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm trying to sort of piece it.
But I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one.
Not the first one. Okay.
No.
But you were still ahead of the game significantly in that, like, you weren't seeing this style at home. You had to find it in the States. Yeah. And then you were like, hey, I love this. I'd like to make this.
Yeah.
So when you started introducing haze to the brewpub, in a place like this, I'm looking around the brewery. It definitely looks like a bunch of locals having lunch right now. Like it's rammed out there. Mm-hmm. I always find it fascinating when it's a small. I don't know why. I always think, a small town. I've been to some small towns. They just want a Roos and a blonde and a porter. Mm-hmm. So then you're giving them some haze, and I'm like, what's going on here? Well, how did people respond to it?
Well, at the beginning, I was trying to always brew a better IPA. So we only had one IPA on tap, and I was brewing very often. So I started to change a small thing every batch, just till I was fully happy with the result. And it's the Pagaille, which is our flagship IPA.
Okay.
And but we changed it very just a small thing every time till we were fully embracing the style of the New England style. And of course at the beginning that the beer started to get more let's say hazy because we were adding hops, a lot of hops,
right,
and dry hopping, and then we changed the whole water and of course at the beginning people were it's kind of more hazy than usual, and every batch they were but we were changing the beer every weeks and a half or 2 weeks. So they were
used to it.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't what it's now. So we were able to play, and people were very
receptive.
Receptive about this, and it turns out very well. And now we only brew I'm not brewing English IPA or West Coast IPA. None of that. No, I don't like it.
How long did it take for you to go from that first inspired by Edward batch to only brewing haze? Clearly it was a slow process, and that's really smart because you're educating your consumers over time without scaring
but
them.
Also me but
so you're learning as they go.
Exactly. I wasn't changing everything from let's say when we find the good recipe, we were okay, let's play with the yeast now. So we try different yeast, and I know a lot of people are brewing with London Ale Tree, but we're not using London Ale Tree in our beer. We wanted to do something else, and also every system is different. But it took a year. let's say a year.
That's pretty good.
Well,
I mean, but then the style got pretty popular within a year, and I would imagine,
Yeah.
thinking back on my drinking behavior,
but on 2017
take
we're
long.
only brewing.
only haze.
But well, we don't
Aside
have,
from the-
but only hazy IPA, pale ale, and session IPA and double IPA.
That's
But
really okay.
but we also brew like I'm really like, let's say like Il Farmstead very inspired me in every way, like because you don't get the hype from a brewery that brew a very famous brown ale, let's say. Like you're judging a beer by like it's sour or it's IPA or like maybe today pastry stout, but
Yes.
it like not about a red ale or something. But I want people like to learn, and it's good an IPA, but it's also good a brown ale. It's also good like an American red ale. So yeah, and this is why I love so much like Il Farmstead. Like they bring like fantastic beer, but like you can go there and have like a pale ale of Edward, and it's fantastic. And you can also have like a brown ale, which is also fantastic. And,
Right.
Yeah.
So that just knowing that every style can be done well was like,
Yeah.
all right, well. And I guess then it's not interesting to you. I guess at this point, then you're doing brown and red ales and stuff like that is not really like. I mean, it doesn't seem to fit with the brand now, anyway. But like, I guess did that ever? I guess were you doing them?
Yeah.
Brown? You were doing
Yeah.
them initially. Okay,
Yeah.
For the first year or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now we're like, at the beginning we were like half and half, because I was from McCausland and La Marabois, and we're very into like English beer. So I started like as an English pub with also like IPAs from the East Coast, and now we're fully like we're more like an American beer pub.
Yeah,
let's say
and
that.
it feels like that, definitely. Looking at the tap list as well,
Mhm.
and like
Yeah.
looking at the stuff.
But we don't have like 12 IPAs on tap.
Right. What do you? How many taps do you have here?
12, but now we're 9. We have 9 beer on tap.
9 on right now.
Yeah.
How many of those are IPAs or double
Uh,
IPAs?
3.
3. Well,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
And what else is up there? I took a look, but I didn't
We
check
have
the
like
stuff.
an American barley wine. We have like a sweet stout, blonde ale for everyone,
Right.
an English blonde ale. We also have like a Weizen.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a Weizen. My mother loves Weizen, so,
So you gotta
we
make
have
that.
Weizen. Yeah,
That's cool. You gotta keep mom happy.
Yeah, exactly. We also have like an American brown ale
Okay.
on tap, and yeah,
Okay.
that's
So you're not totally okay. So that's I definitely missed that part then. So you're not totally
No, I'm not fully
bombing people
embracing
in the face.
that.
With
No.
okay.
No.
Why is that?
Well, we're a pub, and I want everybody to be happy, and I rather have like 3 or 4 IPAs or pale ale or double IPA on tap, and to be like super fresh batch instead of like have 10 beer that all like come down together. And
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you can have the
And-
IPAs. They'll tap quick, and you can turn them over. So
Yeah.
there's always really, really fresh IPAs
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah.
Man, I think that's pretty much what we wanted to cover today, bro. Thank you so much for your time. This has been really fun.
Thank you.
Where can everybody find L'Abordage online? On Instagram?
Yeah, on
Facebook?
Instagram, on Facebook, it's L'Abordage Microbrasserie or Brasserie à l'Abordage.
Okay.
And yeah, but we're on Instagram, Facebook. We also have a website, but website is just for like, there's nothing much on the website.
Yeah,
actually.
update that with the new beers and stuff.
No, we're more on like, yeah, Facebook and Instagram.
That's where you guys are at. If you
Yeah,
want to see
I
the
do.
new beers, check that out.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. And what's the address here?
It's a 10 Principal Sud in Sutton.
So get down to Sutton. Bring your skis if it's winter. If it's summer, bring your mountain bike probably, right?
Yeah.
People do that shit here?
Yeah.
Figured I was a guess. Come through, drink some fire haze, some fire stouts. Man, thank you so much again. I really
Yeah.
appreciate the time. This has been really, really fun. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell so you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast, and check out the long form audio so you can hear legendary individuals like Cédrik here talk about craft beer in Quebec. That is it, y'all. See you in the next episode. Thank you for watching and listening. Get it in ya.